Here, Mr. MacMurk, macmurk.com. He's a wonderful friend, a Pounce buddy, and a guy who does a lot of teaching on his website, macmurk.com. You do this for a living. You do Photoshop for a living. So.
Right. I'm a print production artist by trade. I'm a regular Joe. I've got a regular job.
It's nice, though, that you share that on the website.
I try to.
Great tutorials and so forth.
Thanks.
So today we're going to show you how to make comic books out of pictures.
On the site, there's a tutorial. It's 9 pages, many pictures of you on it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's pictures of you and Pat Norton.
Oh, yeah? I'm the butt of your joke, am I?
You are the subject of the tutorial.
Okay.
And as you can see, if you go to my screen, I'm gonna show you the effect.
Oh, a great picture. This is the highlight of one of the highlights of my life, to stand next to Lala.
The Tiki Bar
Tiki
folk.
Bar TV and Dr. Tiki. He's doing a little exam. You can't really see there, but.
Okay. When you go through the 9 pages of the tutorial,
yes,
you get this effect.
Oh, neat.
So it's like
it looks like a comic book.
So
now, of course, you could always get Comic Life from Plask and press one button and do that.
Right.
But it's so much more fun to do it yourself.
True. And also, when you have all the steps laid out before you, you can employ a principle that has been named Scamper.
Scamper?
If you go to the ThinkPack or the Thinker Tools people, they'll walk you through a process called Scamper. And each of these letters,
for something?
Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to some other use, eliminate, rearrange. No, I haven't memorized these. They're all in the back.
But this is kind of the keys to creativity, would you say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, sure, I've given you this tutorial, but with this principle and others out there, you can go from that tutorial to something else.
Build upon.
Yeah, make it your own. Like, for instance, eliminate. If you get rid of the dot screen, it's a new effect.
We didn't see that, so we've got to do it again.
If you get rid of the dot screen that's right there.
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of a neat effect.
It's a new effect.
Yeah.
You can also get rid of all but the ink layers. There's color layers and ink layers. If you get rid of all but the color ones, you get the Denny's placemat coloring book version of the... One
of the things that is cool about making these comic art is that in the process you're creating all these new layers that are interesting in and of themselves.
Right. And I really hope people play around with those layers and experiment.
Is this all automated? I don't have to have any art skills, do I?
Well, that's the thing with my tutorials. I try and make them almost like recipes. You add this, and you get that.
Excellent.
So
go to macmurk.com and you can see the step-by-step. What else can we do with these?
What else you can do is, what if you substituted a different filter? I ask you to use the poster art filter. What if you use graphic pen? You get...
Oh, that's pretty. So that's another thing. When you're going through a Photoshop tutorial, and you're in an area where it says use this, try some of the other choices.
Well, try the tutorial as it's written, and then once you get comfortable with it...
Scamper.
Yeah, Scamper. So that's substitute.
I like that. That's pretty.
Combine. I used Adobe Illustrator to take the color layer and create a vector effect, and I bring that back into Photoshop.
Creepy vector effect.
But when you bring it into Photoshop, it looks like that.
So is this how people like you who are real Photoshop pros learn, is you just experiment?
Experiment and just play with the settings. Say if I modified the colors on that last screen, you would get this funky look.
Much fun. You know, that was a perfect picture to work with because it's already kind of silly. And, and playing with it makes it just
I'll show you
more silly.
I found this on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
it's a choo-choo train.
Exactly. The artist took my tutorial, built an action out of it. He exported every frame of this video as a JPEG out of After Effects, applied the Photoshop tutorial to each frame, and then imported it back in.
That's how they did that movie that was just out. What was the name of that? It was
A Scanner Darkly?
A Scanner Darkly, isn't it?
I don't think they used my tutorial.
No, but it's the same idea. It's called rotoscoping, where you take real film, you draw a drawing layer, and then you throw the film away, and you've got this drawing layer on top.
So that's putting to another use, to use
that
the
would be
Scamper.
the P in Scamper.
Right.
There is no P in Scamper.
And every Canadian boy's dream is to have his Photoshop tutorial used on the cover of...
Did they? On the Hockey News? That's your technique?
I recognize my own work.
I love it. Macmurk.com. It's Rick Yeager. He has some great stuff. Do the tutorial. And you know what? If you do something interesting with some images, send them to us. We'll show them on the show. We'll have a little gallery.
That would be
be really fun.
I'd love that.
Yeah, that's really great.